I'm going to show you how I made this object disappear in Blender. Okay, so there's lots of ways of doing this in Blender. Here's my scene here. I've got my character and he's got the cage around him, and I want the cage to not disappear but appear kind of at the right moment. So you could do this by keyframing the render icon here. So I could switch that off the render and let's just keyframe that by pressing I while hovering over it. And then maybe I want that for kind of 20 frames. Let's keyframe that. But then on frame 21, I could switch the render icon back on, keyframe that, and then you can kind of see that as the timeline moves, when we hit 21, the render icon turns back on. Now you can't see that in the viewport. If you wanted to see that in the viewport, you would need to add the kind of like the television icon. This doesn't work for some reason. You can't animate that, but you can animate this. So let's say we've got it kind of. Let's just say that we want it on at 20, but at 20 we want it off. Okay, so now you can see that will do it for you in the viewport, but that's quite binary really, to kind of either on or off, so that's not the way I did it in the film. Now, there's lots of ways of doing this, so I'd like to hear from you guys in the comments how you would have gone about doing this, but this is how I did it in the film. So what I'm going to just do first of all is just going to clear those keyframes. What I actually did was, for my cage, make sure you're on the cage, I'm just going to open a new window here, go to the shader editor, make sure you're on your object. Once you've kind of got your material or whatever, I just used a mix shader, pop that in between kind of the last node in the material output. So for me in this case it's the principled shader, and then I'm going to mix that with a transparent shader, pop that into the bottom. So if I now go into render view, it's kind of semi-transparent right now, but if I go all the way to the left, it's fully opaque, and I go all the way to the right, it disappears. Okay, so all I really did was, I had, let's say that we're going to start with it not there, I keyframed that, I come forward maybe 30 frames, 1 second, and then keyframed that. And if we just play that, then we get this nice transition where the object appears. And that's it. So here are the final shots. And this is a shot from my animated film Time. Please check it out if you haven't already. If you found this tutorial helpful, please like and subscribe. Bye.